Wow. I'll say this: when it comes to hockey at Ohio State, the men they don't get a lot of attention. So I will say this: we have our women's hockey team, defending national champs, um, number one team in the nation right now. So they get a lot of the headlines. We don't. Just being an alum, there hasn't really been as much, news around Ohio State hockey. But even if that's the case, who you have on your team is a representation of not only the hockey program at Ohio State, but the entire university as a whole. Even if it doesn't get the national attention as some of the other sports, the people that you have on your team, they have to represent the university. And obviously, you know the hockey team failed. Kamil and how they handled this entire situation. The Big Ten failed how they handled this entire situation. First, allegedly what the student athlete from Michigan State is saying is that hockey game November 11th. I believe it was in East Lansing, Michigan. They were playing Ohio State. The guy for our hockey team, Kamil, said things which you should never say to a player. Referee, you know, basically confirmed it. Just all coming off his account allegedly. So what he had, like he got a game misconduct, which in hockey that's wild that he had a game misconduct. He had that. They said that, or he's alleging that they told the Big Ten, that investigated into it and nothing happened. And he's alleging that Ohio State was aware of it and nothing happened. And now I think today's the 22nd. This happened 11 days ago. There hasn't been any suspension or anything by Ohio State. And I believe Ohio State, they played two more hockey games and he was not suspended. I think it might have been Notre Dame that they played in hockey or another team, but Kamil was able to play for Ohio State. So basically, like, Ohio State swept it under the rug. The Big Ten swept it under the rug, and this is all alleged what he's saying, in that nothing happened. So then he goes to social media, his Twitter account, and then he goes off on Ohio State. He goes off on the Big Ten for not handling it, and now the local news, in Columbus this story is about to snowball out of control now, is going back and saying, yep, what he's confirming is true, and now Ohio State has basically told him go home. It's Thanksgiving break for student athletes and college students. They told the hockey player don't come back. Now the athletic director finally released a statement on it. I think what he's saying, if it's whatever he's saying that he's alleging is true, I think the Big Ten should have reacted a lot quicker. And obviously, we've seen in the NHL how the Boston Bruins, they made a mistake and they seen the public backlash. It should never got like that. And this is a situation, I'm an alum of Ohio State. You would love for them to handle it better, but you would also love for the Big Ten to handle it better. It's about time they're doing something. Now, a lot of people are saying that Kamil, he should be kicked off the team, never return to Ohio State. I think he's from Illinois. They told him don't come back. But this student athlete, if what he's alleging is true, he shouldn't have to go to a social media page. I think the Big Ten should have handled it, and obviously the Ohio State hockey team should have handled it. I don't care, if it's 10 people at the game. I don't care how much support. The people that you have are a representation of the entire university in the Big Ten Conference, and I think the Big Ten Conference failed in not, taking further action. So they're probably going, I don't know, he's probably going to be suspended. I don't know, but you would love for Ohio State and the Big Ten to handle this better. And I know the athletic director, Gene Smith, he issued an apology. There's a lot of news outlets getting on this, but I'm sorry that from an alum perspective, I'm sorry that he had to go through that, and I hope he continues to play hockey, and I wish him nothing but the best moving forward in his career.